Hello, hello, hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can use AI to take our big annual goals and break them down into quarterly, monthly, and weekly sub goals so that we actually stick to our goals and we get things done. As we're coming up to the new year, we've got a few weeks left. This is going to be particularly important for anyone setting their New Year's resolutions. And I want to show you how we can use ChatGPT to do just that. Now, this is coming from tomorrow's newsletter. So I've got the newsletter in front of me. Obviously, if you're subscribed, you'll get this plus a video and you'll be able to get the prompts from the newsletter. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are. Follow the link in my profile. So what we've been doing over this week is going from our values, then using our values to work out what's important to us and therefore what our goals are. These are annual goals, big things we want to work on. This could be, I want to make more money this year. I want to lose weight this year. I want to run a marathon. Whatever it is, these are your big annual goals, the big stepping stones that you're going to be working on throughout the year. In this particular video and this newsletter issue, I'm going to be showing you how we can take those annual goals and we can break them into actual projects. We're going to be breaking down a big massive goal for the year and turning it into something that is done over quarters, months, and weeks. So we're taking a big indigestible goal and turning it into little bite-sized pieces. This is important, especially now if you're sitting in the back end of the year. We've got a couple of weeks of 2023 left. You might be sitting here thinking about the goals that you set yourself for this year, and you haven't done them for whatever reason. They just haven't happened. So one of two things happens at this point. You either forget about the goals. You're like, well, there's nothing left. Like, I'll do that next year. There's no time left. Or you try and sprint it at the end of the year. You see people trying to do this with weight loss. So as they're coming into August, September or whatever, and they haven't lost the weight they expected to over the year, they're like, go, 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 go. And then obviously Christmas and the holidays get in the way and it doesn't work out for them. That's just what it is. It's important that we work on our annual goals over the whole year rather than just at the end when we're panicking. So if you do set anything like New Year's resolutions, or even if you just use the beginning of the year to reset your goals, this would be useful. So here's the prompt itself. You'll find this under the video, plus in the newsletter. Act as a goal-setting coach. So we have a role statement. As always, we tell ChatGPT what exactly we want it to do and act as. Analyze my annual goals. So we're going to use this alongside a list of our annual goals. So I'm going to be adding it to underneath some existing work. Break each goal into quarterly, monthly, and weekly actions so that by the end of the year, each goal is complete. And then there's some more details just to help us with the formatting here, and then provide a 12-month plan for the annual goal. I'm going to switch over to ChatGPT. You can see what's happened here. I've given it a bunch of different goals. So one, for example, was get up to 100k revenue on a new venture. And you can see it's broken it down into quarters. So product development and initial market analysis, marketing launch, sales initiation, so kicking off the actual business, sales analysis, market expansion, optimization and scaling strategies, etc. It's been broken out into months and also into weekly tasks. So the weekly tasks are things like, weekly sales and marketing performance reviews, keeping on track of what the sales are, because obviously if your goal is to hit 100k, you need to know what's coming in each week. So it's broken it down, and it's done that for all of these different things. So eliminate dependency on client work, work remotely for 2 months. This is like, here we go, prepare where you want to go, implement and go there. So again, it's done this for each and every one of the goals I've given it. So what I want to then show you is you should go through that. Let me just find the right part. Yep, there it is. You should go through it and adjust manually, because ChatGPT is going to give you some generic frameworks, but let's say you want to do more earlier on in the year, or you have certain deadlines. So in the example there about working abroad for 2 months, that assumed I wanted to work abroad in, here we are, so right here. Implement and adjust to remote working in Q3. So maybe I don't want to wait till Q3. Maybe I want to go away in April, Q2. I would tell ChatGPT that, and it's going to adjust accordingly. So you go through each of your goals, each of the plans, the annual plans and projects that ChatGPT has given you, and you adjust appropriately. Once you've done all that, and once you're happy with the general shape, we use this next prompt. I'm not going to go through this because it's mainly about formatting, but it's going to give you a weekly calendar. So it's going to take all of the goals you've given it, which are mainly quarterly or monthly, and it's going to say, all right, we're going to break that down week by week by week by week. So what you're going to do to achieve these things on a weekly basis for 52 weeks. And this is where the kind of the pedal really hits the metal, and we're really we're getting into the weeds with what exactly we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. So instead of finding yourselves at the end of next year thinking, well, I haven't really progressed that goal because it was too big, it was too hard to grasp and grapple with. Instead of being in that position, we have a small individual goal every single week for 52 weeks, which allows us to tackle even the biggest tasks. So you see here, this is a calendar framework. So for achieve 100K, it's in the first week, I need to finalize the product or service concept and begin detailed market research. Second week, I need to continue the market research and start drafting the initial marketing plan. So you can see it's given me 2 weeks for market research there, which is about right. Week 3, finalize the marketing plan and then start creating marketing materials, etc., etc. It's broken down a massively complex task of generating 100K through a business into week by week by week by week. Obviously, you're going to need to adjust these depending on your expertise. But what this is allowing us to do is to take a whole bunch of different goals. In this example, I've only got 4, but you could do this with 10, you could do this with 20, doesn't really matter, and give you breakdowns, so quarterly, monthly, and weekly breakdowns, which allow you to see what you should be doing each and every single week in order to hit the monthly goals, and then what you should be doing each month in order to hit the quarterly goals. And once you're hitting the quarterly goals, the annual goals are going to sort themselves out for you. So one limitation here with ChatGPT is it's going to go ahead and give you like the first month or so, then it would be like, here we go, you can adapt. I've lost the wording, but it would say, hey, that's enough for now, but just continue doing it yourself. It will tell you to do the rest yourself. Say, no. No, ChatGPT, this is your job. You need to type continue, and ChatGPT will continue with February, it will continue with March, etc. So you just, if it stops doing the work for you, just tell it to keep going, and it will. It's just a weird little quirk with ChatGPT. Now, if you are in the premium newsletter, there's obviously more for you. What did we cover? I forgot. Oh yeah, so I cover not only having a description of what it is you should be doing each week, but also adding numbers to everything. So adding KPIs, so to help you keep track of the key performance indicators that you should be aware of each and every week, month, and over the year. So it's just another way to make sure that you actually follow through with your plans. If you are not in the VIP area yet, you can join for $5 per month over at the newsletter, and for that you get all of the VIP area prompts. So you get everything that I've just shown you plus extra, which will allow you to further refine the process and get more from ChatGPT. So make sure that you sign up if that's of interest to you. Right, so that continues our series on using ChatGPT for productivity, personal productivity, and in the latter videos, I'm going to be showing you the more tactical levels, so the day-by-day uses of ChatGPT to become more productive.